If your peaches have wormy fruit, leaves curling, or you notice gummy sap on the trunk, that's not random. Peaches face a handful of repeat offender pests, and catching them early makes the control much easier. Today, I'm going to walk you through peach pest control plan that starts with natural layered approaches and only moves to targeted backups if they're needed. The IPM, the Integrated Pest Management System, means you prevent problems first, scout regularly, identify pests correctly, and then the least aggressive control that actually works. A key safety rule is never spray insecticides during bloom, protecting your pollinators. Most insect sprays start after the petal drops. Scouting is simple. Spend 2 to 3 minutes or 2 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes a week checking for zones, new shoots, underside of leaves, fruit surface, and the trunk at the soil line. Look for signs of sticky slime, curled leaves, or tiny holes or oozing sap. Choose shoots or flag tips and early holes entries in fruit. Recognizing these pests early make a big difference. Gummy sap at the base of a trunk signals peat tree borer risk, which can weaken or even kill the young trees. First steps are keeping the tree vigorous, keeping weeds and mulch away from the trunk, and inspecting it regularly. Wormy fruit or early fruit drop often points to plum curculio or moth larvae like Oriental fruit moth, with damage typically starting soon after the petal fall. Dripping shoot tips, sometimes called shooting strikes, indicate twig borer or oriental fruit moth damage. Curled leaves with sticky honeydew suggest aphids, especially if the tree is over fertilized with nitrogen. Tiny speckles, bronzing, or dusty leaf appearance are sign of mites, which can explode in hot, dry conditions. Prevention is most where the success comes from. Sanitation is crucial. Picking up drop or dead fruit, removing old debris, reduce pest pressure. You prune your canopy so you improve your airflow and you protect your lower trunk from borers that keeps the mulch away and avoiding damage from weed whackers. For small home trees, bagging fruit or using other exclusion methods may be effective. As physical pest control with natural or low tox controls are needed, start with water blasting aphids off the underside of leaves. Do this every couple of days and prune the worst parts and control your ants that protect them. For mites, rinse the underside of leaves, remove heavy infested areas, and reduce the drought stress. Caterpillars and other worms can often be handpicked, and physical barriers work best in early season. Targeted sprays should only be applied at the correct time. Dormant oils are applied before the bud break to control overwintering pests like scale and mite eggs. You need to follow your product label and make sure the temperature is safe. Petal drop is a key timing window for fruit feeding insects, and you want to make sure you begin that insect protection after the petal falls in high pressure areas. Cover sprays may be needed as fruit develops. For a quick mental cheat sheet, think about gumming at the trunk. Base indicates borers, curled, sticky new growth signals aphids. Now, if you remember one thing, I want you to remember this: a healthy tree combined with early scouting prevents most pest problems. We thank you for watching. We hope you've been educated, enlightened, and most of all, entertained. I'm Philip Davis. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Who told you that owning land had to start with permission? A bank, a lender, a credit score. For most people, that story ends before it ever begins. At Ancestry Lands, we challenge that idea entirely. Because real land ownership doesn't require a bank deciding your worth. On this channel, we show everyday people how to own real property without credit checks, banks, or complicated approvals. We explain what land ownership actually is. Whether your goal is to build, hold, or pass something down, land gives you options, and we walk you through those options clearly and honestly. Visit ancestrylands.com, reach out directly, and subscribe to begin your land ownership journey.